Okay, we're going to give you a few minutes for people to come in. We are consistent here. We start at 6 o'clock every time we have a lesson or episode. So try to be here. Try to be here at 6. I didn't see, maybe I need to choose another time because the last episode, it wasn't as many people as usually there are. So let's see how many come in a few minutes. And I'll decide whether we're going to move it to 7 instead of 6. Since most of the viewers see the replay anyway, it really doesn't matter if you're here at the beginning or not. The only thing is, when you're here on the live, you get to ask questions. We get to interact. So do what you led to do. Your choice. I'm just here as a moderator. In this case, a narrator. Anybody in there? Let me know who's in the chat so we can get this thing on the road. Oh, okay, I see you. I see you. All right, I want you to repeat after me. The path was never lost, only hidden. The wizard is done. I am the one. The path was never lost, only hidden. The wizard is done. I am the one. You know, a lot of these nursery rhymes and stories we were taught at youth, they wasn't empowering at all. It was always something you was missing. So what we're doing here at Staying in the Light, we're letting you know you didn't miss. You was not. You're whole. You're not missing anything. You was never missing anything. You were misled to believe you were broken, empty, or in need of repair. But this journey is not about becoming. It's about remembering. Welcome to The Wizard is Done, where we trace the path back to the self that was always whole. I am the narrator, bringing forward the truth prepared by she who knows. Today we walk in the path of the Tin Man, the heart that was never missing. In this episode 4, we meet the Tin Man, not heartless, not hardened. He was never without a heart. He was encased, layered in grief, rusted with memory. He thought he needed to be granted a heart, but he only needed the courage to feel again. Now, for those who have read or listened to the story, these are the symbolism you should get out of it about the Tin Man, his role. The Tin Man represents those whose emotions were buried to survive. Rusted joint symbolizes generational grief. stiffness from suppressed mornings. The myth, you lost your ability to feel. The truth, you protected it so well, you forgot where you placed it. Remember that, where he was asking where the oil was? Vulnerability is not weakness, it is an ancestral technology. Now, I'm sure some of you who have listened to the wizard more than once, you're always looking for hidden meanings and hidden messages. And I promise you, the more you listen to it, the more you receive different messages, different meanings. It's like, man, I never saw that before. These are some hidden meanings you will see. Just a few. He was told to be strong, still even, so he stopped weeping, stopped remembering, stopped asking. But the oil can, the memory, the rhythm, it returned movement to what was never dead. The Tin Man never lacked a heart. He only had been taught not to trust it. Your oil can may be a song, a scent, a prayer. Find it, use it, melt the armor. Okay, class, I want you to repeat after me. I was forged, but not frozen. I was cut, but not cold. I feel the rhythm, the marrow, the motion. I open where others fold. Again, I was forged, but not frozen. I was cut, but not cold. I feel the rhythm, the marrow, the motion. I open where others fold. Now, this is the lesson of the 10 that shines. It's not the power, the heart is. He who walks through fire and still feels is not weak. He is proof of memory, of movement, of mending. This is a lesson of 10. The shine is not the power, the heart is. He who walks through fire and still feels is not weak. She is proof of memory, of movement, of mending. You were never heartless, just armored. You were never numb, just surviving. Okay, that's going to do it for episode 4 of The Wizard is Done. We talked about the Tin Man. Here is your opportunity to ask questions. Let me know who's here. We got a faithful following. A lot of y'all just listen. That's okay. That's very intelligent. The listeners learn more than the talkers at any time. Man, we got through this chapter pretty quick. Well, let's summarize what we talked about so far. We got a few minutes left. You know, this story is about remembering. It's not about what you don't have, being lost, as Dorothy thought she was lost, and she had to find someone to show her the way, but she already knew it. She had the knowledge. So, but without knowing you have something, you're always seeking something outside of you. And we talked about the yellow brick road, which symbolized gold. If you seek money, you're going to meet a lot of traumatic circumstances because everything is not about money. And in the story, the slipper was ruby red, but in the story, the original book, there's silver, which is also a currency. So when she had the currency of the silver, she was able to operate in the private without the fake fiat currency. And we talked about the straw man. You know, the straw man symbolized, not being strong, being weak, being flaky, no substance, fragile. And it really is a symbol of the farmer at the time it was written. And at that time, they say the farmer wasn't uniting. They have all the power. Farmer has all the power, but they have to come together and bargain with the power brokers. In not doing that, you appear not to have a brain. So that was the story behind the story of the straw man. He was distracted by the naysayers, which are the crows, always telling him what he couldn't do, never supporting him in what he was, the essence of who he was. And we talked about the lion. You know, it wasn't that he didn't have courage. It was that he didn't know who, he didn't remember. So that roar was for remembering. He was crying out, remember, remember who you are. That's what roaring is all about. People roar because they want to remember, who am I? What is this all about? And we just talked about the Tin Man. So let me ask now again, is there any questions? Oh, greetings, greetings. Welcome, welcome, welcome. Glad to see y'all. hmm Now, if I don't answer your questions because it's more of opinion you're giving me, you're not asking me anything, you're sharing your opinion, and that's okay. That's your opinion. Everybody has one. I'm not here to disagree with somebody's opinion. And if you have a question, then I'll let you know what's really I think. But when you don't have questions, it's okay. You probably already know. Oh, I'm going over my time, almost 14 minutes. Okay, so you got a minute to ask questions. You got 1 minute left to ask questions. Anybody else in the chat? Comments is okay. You can leave comments in the. You always can leave comments, and I would like you to circulate this, share it on other forums. I really don't. I don't ever do that because this is a private membership network, so I'm not trying to let everybody know. It's not for everyone. However, if it's value to you, you can share it. You have my permission to share any forum you like. Okay, with that, we're going to thank y'all for coming in. Appreciate y'all, love y'all, and we'll see y'all the next time around. The wizard is done.